What's up guys? So today we are gonna be working on this MR2. What we're doing basically is all this that you see here, this is like pretty much Plasti dip. So everything around here, all around the back, and then the hood over here as well, we are gonna be like taking it off. It's gonna be a little bit of work, but I mean, it's an MR2, you gotta keep it clean. But this is the stuff that we're gonna be using. We got Goo Gone. This is a really good like substance liquid thing that you could basically use to take out any sort of touch-up paint, or in this case would be Plasti dip. We got our microfiber towels, and this is gonna be what we're gonna use to take off the Plasti dip once we spray this on. So it's gonna be pretty much spray, and then we're gonna use this and just kind of like scrub it off, because this is harder material, this is not microfiber, so it's gonna be used to kind of like help peel the Plasti dip off. And this is what I've been using on my Subaru. This is basically like, it helps restore the paint. It makes it all like shiny and metallic or gloss or whatever again. Makes it brand new pretty much. We will show you momentarily and like periodically like how it'll look and how we will be starting it. So this is what we're doing right now. We already started applying the Goo Gone. We're letting it sit for like 1 or 2 minutes on the surface here and around here, just letting it sit, kind of soak in. And then once it's settled in, then we start like scraping with these things and really going at it. If that doesn't work, we also bought like sanding paper. So this is our wet 1500 grit sanding paper. I think that'll help because the layer of this is really thin, so we can just pretty much use that for the mass of the Plasti dip and just really get it off. So the idea is it's gonna look, like I said, it's gonna look kind of buffed out, the paint, but that's normal with sanding paper. So what we do is, after that, once it's done or once it's dry, we're gonna use the polishing compound, which is that thing, and then once we do that, then it'll restore its shininess and it will look like we didn't even touch it at all. It'll look like it came straight from the factory. So that's the whole idea. So me and Lewis are going at it right now and just trying to take off all the bad paint and stuff. As we're in the middle of doing this, let me just show you how messy this gets. So it literally looks like we're dealing with like tar, oil, dirt, everything mixed, and it's nasty. Like, look at our hands. But it is coming off, so that's the good result. It's just right now what we're doing is we're gonna have to pressure wash this because it's way too nasty to even tell like if it's off or not. So this is what we've been doing the whole time. Is just scrubbing the crap out of it. And it's working, but there comes a point where you need to, clean and like see what you're dealing with and what you're working with. Yeah, you worked at least. Yeah. But yeah, so this is how it looks now, guys. Let me show you how. One more time, let me show you how the hood will look. So this is all, Plasti dipped. The bumper is all Plasti dipped. So take a good look of it now, like a before and after kind of a thing. And we're gonna be working on it and just doing all that we were doing in the back. And then we'll get back to you when, it's all done. So we are in progress because look. Much better. You can actually see the green. It is still oily because of the Goo Gone solution that we're using. It has an oil citrus effect. but it's really shiny now. I don't know why the previous owner decided to do a really bad plastic job on it, and but it looks good. I mean, all we need to do now is wash it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go and pressure wash this, and wash it with soap and everything. So what we're doing now is back is done. As far as Plasti dip, we're gonna be doing the front. So right now he's trying to get off the Plasti dip hood. That's the original color, and then this is the Plasti dip part. So you can kind of see the lines that are going around there, and then that would be how it looks with the on the headlight, with the green and then the black here. So I know it's a little bit hard to see, but tomorrow, this is not even a one-day thing. This is gonna go on till tomorrow. What we're gonna do for today at least is we're gonna try to get the hood. If anything, try to get the bumper, we'll see. But tomorrow is gonna be where we polish and do all the stuff to the original paint. So on right here, all this, that's when we're gonna use a polishing compound. If we need to, we'll use the wet sanding paper, but that's gonna be pretty much it. But yeah, guys, so that'll be it for today. I will continue this segment till tomorrow, so I will still catch you guys later, and I'll keep you guys updated as always. So this is day 2 now, well, pretty much night 2, and we have gone through all of the Plasti dip completely off. It took numerous amount of hours. It took a lot of hard work, but here's the result. As far as taking the Plasti dip off, we got the original paint restored. It's now the same like green metallic-ish color. Now the process that we're doing now is right here. Bring it. So as you can see, Luis and Jesus, they're putting the polishing compound, and what that does is when you use wet sanding paper, which is like 1500 grit or so, it'll leave a sort of hazy look on the body of the car. That's completely normal. What you do is you use a polishing compound, and you apply it, and you do what they're doing, and just kind of sort of like scrub it off. If it's still hazy, then you basically apply like maybe 3 or 4 more coats, and just let it sit for like a minute or so, and let it like soak in. But it's come a long way from what we started by taking off all the Plasti dip and to what it is now. So what we're gonna do now is just keep doing this all over the car, and it should be done. Alright guys, so we're in our last stage of this car, restoring the paint. This is actually a couple days after that we were onto this project, but we are right now on our last stage, and that's this wax right here. Super hard shell by Turtle Wax. It's really good, like a hard paste wax. Comparing to spray wax, that's a different story. That's kind of like just if you just want to make your car shine, but this stuff will really like restore the shine, the original shine on the car, like by a lot. As you can see now, we actually already wiped like the wax off the hood and the bumper, but because he's still getting on the side right there. But what it looks like with the wax is pretty much this. It's all, well, it's dry now. You kind of need to let it dry for at least a good 5-7 minutes for it to kind of like just really soak in. The worst part of the car as far as trying to like really restore the shine was the hood. The hood and the bumper were the worst parts, but we're gonna be putting probably one or 2 more coats on that thing. Once we do, we're gonna wipe off the rest of the car, and that's it, guys. That's it. The car's restored. We came It's ridiculous what we came through to restore this car, but I'll get to that once we finish up here. But once it's all done, we'll give you guys a review out in the sunlight so you guys can see better of the car. But huge progress, guys. So we did a lot of work, guys. So quickly review, let me just quickly go over what we did. So first step, there was a bunch of plastic dip on this car, all on the hood, everywhere on the car. What we did was we used a stuff called Goo Gone, and we used that and basically sprayed it all over. We let it sit for a little bit, and it was able to kind of like soak it up, and you were able to like melt off and wipe off the plastic dip. It became like moisty and stuff. That's what we used. That took all of Friday, the whole day, just doing that, just because that was like the longest process to do. Saturday, the next day, was the hood right here. All here we had to kind of sandpaper it with 1500 grit sandpaper. What that does is kind of like it gets rid of all the unnecessary grimes and the stuff on the surface off. And what we did is we kept doing that all over the hood and actually like on the bumper too. And when we did that, it was able to get like a lot of it off. So once we did that, then we kind of just went around the car. We had to pressure wash it so many times just to kind of help to get off a lot of the plasti dip. Then what we did after that is we had to clay bar it too. And I'm pretty sure you guys know what clay bar is, and that gets off all the unnecessary stuff on the surface that's really small that you can't really like tell or feel, even with your hand or your eyes. So clay bar it helped a lot, and we pressure washed it for the last time. We used soap, and once we did that, we kind of like prepped the whole car that we were able to now wax the car. No, actually we had to polish compound the car, then wax the car. We had to use the hard shell wax that I showed you guys earlier. Both polishing compound and the wax was by Turtle Wax. It's a really good brand. I recommend it to you guys. So this, guys, was at least, it was like a 3-day project, 3 to 3.5 day project. It's not easy. But if you were to, you know, save money, instead of going out and repainting the car, you could restore the paint of the car just by doing what we did. If I wasn't clear on the steps, I'll go ahead and give like a really brief description in the description below, kind of just like a brief stage of what we did, so you guys have a good idea if you missed what I just said on video. But that's pretty much it, guys. The MR2 is restored. He got new wheels, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. He got some drags. They're what are they? 16-inch? 16-inch white drag rims. Is much better compared to the stock that he had, and those were plastic dipped as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm thinking next on this car we're gonna be doing a BOV install. He has some HKS BOVs that we're gonna be installing on the car, and we're gonna be putting that back. And one last thing, guys, we restored the whole window, so it is so shiny right now. Like all this, all that is not because we just used like a window cleaning solution from the AutoZone or something. It's really simple. We use nail polish remover with acetone. We put some of that all on the windows on the outside, and after that then we use the window solution. But that's pretty much it, guys. We got to run a class right now, that's why I'm kind of speeding fast through this. But that is the process that we use to clean and restore the whole MR2. So I will catch you guys later, and I will keep you guys updated as always. See ya.